Bonjour and welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to be again doing something a little different and taking a little dive into the colourful, the wonderful, the orange FC Lorient and how they are going above and beyond this season and exceeding expectations. So let's start by putting things into perspective. Over the past 10 years, FC Lorient have been what you call a yo-yo club. Up and down the leagues and not really doing much when they get promoted in the Liga. They're just going straight back down or just managing to survive and then getting promoted again. Now, over the past 2 seasons, managed by Christophe Pellissier, they finished 16th in each season. 2020-21 season, they finished 2 points above relegation. 21-22 season, finished 4 points above relegation. Yes, you can say it's minor progress, but is it the progress they're really looking for? No. So they parted ways with him in the summer, and in comes an absolute novice nobody's ever heard of. He's never managed in a professional club before, and that's Regis Le Bris. Have you heard of him? I haven't. Have you? Let us know in the comments if you've heard of him before he was appointed, because I certainly had it. I know he had a playing career, but I'm talking about managerial career. And there's been massive improvements since. So if we take a look at where they are currently in the league, they're currently sitting 3rd. If you said that their fan base last season, they would have called you crazy. They've started this season like a house on fire with 5 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss. A loss to Lens is nothing you should be ashamed of, because RC Lens, I'm going to do another analysis on them and they're exceeding expectations as well. So why you should keep an eye out for Lorient this season is because they could qualify for, imagine if they qualified for a European spot for the first time ever. It would be remarkable. In beating the teams of like Monaco, Lyon, Lille, Rennes, Montpellier, Nice, teams like that who are frequently in European places, would be a great achievement, especially with the new manager that has never been appointed in a managerial role before. So what I want to look at is the comparison between manager. So they're stuck to the same formation, but under the previous manager they were more defensive, whereas under Le Bris it's like he's released the shackles. He said to the players, you're all good footballers, do what you do, create chances, just express yourself. And that is a thing of beauty. But what I want to touch on as well is Le Bris is, he would have had an interview, and they would have interviewed a lot of candidates at the start of the season. Now, why did he stand out? Nobody knows what was said in the interview. But he must be switched on and confident he can get Lorient in a better position. Because why else would you give him the role? He played, 34 times in... 168 games overall in his career. So it's not like he was pulling up great trees. So they seen something in him. Maybe tactically he might have brought a tactics board out, but they seen something in his personality that he could get the best out of these players. And by God, he's done that. So at the start of the season, I've been highlighting 3 players to look out for in Liga, and they all play for Lorient. First of all, a 19-year-old Dango Ouattara, This boy is the real deal. Very, very raw. Still has a lot of learning, his positional play and his concentration. But this kid is dynamite. And if you haven't watched him, please watch him. Now let me put these stats into perspective. So Dango, last season, in his first season with Lorient, in 2021-22, played 25 games, scored 1 goal and got 2 assists. This season so far, 22-23 season, he's played 8 games, got 4 goals and 4 assists. Now why has that happened? I'll tell you why in a moment. Stay tuned. Now, Enzo Le Fee is another player. I don't think he was given a fair chance at his old club. And in came Lorient and give him a chance. So, across 18-20, from 2018 to 22, the end of last season, played 100 games and scored 2 goals. That's not good enough for your attacking midfielder. Although he tends to assist more. But across this season already, in 8 games, he's equalled that and got 2 goals. So once in 8 games, he's beaten what he's done in 3 seasons. And that's because Le Bris is told him to express himself and not play on the back foot and play park the foot, bus football. One of that player I want to mention is Terem Moffi. I was shouting for him to get a move in the summer because I think he's 23 years old and he's a remarkable talent. What he's good at is just being in and around the box at the right place at the right time. And that's what you want from your striker ultimately. But he's very good at linking up play. He's big, strong, physical. Very, very good striker. Especially when you're isolated at times playing as a central striker by yourself. So again, putting things into perspective. He came to Lorient 2020. So from 2020, last season, played 69 games, scoring 22 goals in those games. 14 his first season, and he got 8 last season. Now, this season already, he's played 8 games and scored 6 goals. So if you're not telling me the manager's telling them to express themselves, then I'm going crazy. Because it's the same personnel, but Le Fee's just released the shackles. Now let's take a deeper dive into how. So, if you look at his stats this is per game overall this season. Now I know he's only played 7 games, I get that. And 8 games, sorry. I get that, things can change. I get that. They will dip off form a little bit. That's to be expected. But if they can continue this personnel and this style of play moving forward, there's no reason why they can't finish or being around those European places. So a couple of things I want to highlight is this season already, in 8 games, they've created, 2.9 chances per game. Okay. Last season, they only managed, throughout the whole of the season, 1.4 chances per game. And remember, this is pretty much like for like personnel. Now, what I see different is the rotation in the side. Not only is he getting the best out of these 3 players, he rotates the starting 11 heavily, massively. And that just gets players thinking, oh, I need to do my best to stay in this team. I think it's a little work of art that Le Bris has put on this side. Now, Another stat I want to look at was tackles per game. Last season, throughout the whole of the season, was 18.3. This season already, they're exceeding that. And tackles per game is coming in at 19.5. And that's the third highest in La Liga. Not La Liga, Liga. So what that tells me is he's got them working harder off the ball, play more expansive football, and closing down and being more physical. Last season, what we're seeing of Leyton Orient was allowing the opposition to dictate the play and trying to get them on the counter attack. It didn't suit their personnel at all. Now what they need to do, and is exactly what Regis Le Bris has brought in, is being on the front foot. Getting at the better players, seeing if you can put them under pressure. Because if you allow better players to have more possession, they're just going to pick you off one by one. So, what a terrific appointment. In a team you should all be watching, no doubt, because I've got a feeling this will continue. And we're not going to hear the last of that manager, also this team. They're a team that are very colourful, which I like. So if you imagine their stadium and they're all wearing home shirts, it's full of orange. It's beautiful. On a nice, beautiful French sunny day, it's exactly what you want to watch on your TV. And them fans have went through a little bit of torture over the past 10 years. So a little bit of excitement, a little bit of hope is all they've been asking for. And that's exactly what they're getting at the moment. So it's a great appointment for a terrific team. And that's exactly why you should keep an eye out for FC Lorient this season. So guys, if you've enjoyed this video, let us know in the comments below what you've made of Lorient, if you've watched them this season. If not, are you going to? Don't forget, hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, as it does really go a long way. Okay, so thanks very much guys for staying in and watching, and God bless you all. Thank you very much.